Round 2 on the 3-game road trip for the Dubs in Cleveland, Ohio. A little chilly outside, and the Warriors want their shooting to heat up a bit more as they take on the Cavs tonight.
And Garland throwing the lob, and Mobley cashing it in. So for the Warriors, Pat Spencer, Buddy Hield, Will Richard, Jonathan Kuminga, and Quentin Post. Quentin Post opens with the 3. And Pat Spencer right to the rim.
Again, attacking the basket.
Mobley full head of steam. Nice shot.
He's nice with it. He's having a good season.
We already said Defensive Player of the Year, and you got a good glimpse why, sending Kuminga away. DeAndre Hunter will draw the foul and flip it up and in.
Well, on the other side, you had the right idea trying to expose Garland.
Shot clock at 3. Buddy Hield 3. And Buddy very patiently dropping that in. Mobley inside, flipping it up and out. TJD, the defense and the board.
Just trying to keep his game as close as possible. Nothing easy.
Trace running the floor. That was before Mobley ever got back down the court.
That's what you want to do. See if you can beat him down. Anything you can find in transition as Mobley gets inside.
With Darius having that foot injury, he's not been playing on back-to-backs, did not play last night. And then Garland banking it in. He's perfectly capable, by the way, of scoring in bunches. Donovan Mitchell on the mid-range.
Donovan Mitchell is going to try to run the table. He wants to take over.
Tomlin on the step through, and the Warriors are ready. Quentin Post and Kuminga.
Their defense at the rim has been good.
Whoa. Kuminga's shot clock at 3. Someone's got to shoot the ball. And Buddy Hield does and lays it up and in.
I think Mobley thought he was just going to keep going out to the three-point line, and Buddy Hield's like, nope, I'm going to turn it around and lay it up as fast as I can.
And there is the 3 finally for Cleveland. Mitchell, nice contest by Kuminga, but Travers guides it home.
Well, Travers, he just kind of set that screen with his back, and then he had the guy on his back, so no one was able to box him out and get in front of him, and he just made sure he got to the glass.
Quentin Post, just a simple Pat Spencer, Quentin Post kind of two-man game. Get something going offensively. Pat Spencer floating it up and in.
You see that mean in and out, and they just turn the burners on, man.
Will Richard cutting without the ball.
Yeah, you like that.
How about Quentin Post finding him, though?
That is amazing.
Garland 3, perfect.
The Warriors are staying with it. Don't get discouraged if you give up an offensive rebound. These things happen.
Pat Spencer cutting again, setting up Buddy Hield.
It's Pat.
If Pat Spencer's involved in something, it ends up being good. Guy Santos trailed 3. Guy Santos dropping it in, and the Dubs have the lead.
And again, Pat Spencer making plays.
Dean Wade had it blocked by Moody.
Just sprinting back. Moses Moody was there.
Jemski early 3.
Okay. The Warriors are trying to build a lead. I never thought I'd say that in this game. They're trying to get some separation.
Oh, the hand on the hip as Garland floats it up and in. Those are the fouls you don't even get your money's worth for. Guy Santos to GP2 to lay it up and in.
The drive from Guy Santos was so threatening, and he slowed himself down, took a beat, pump fake. You get someone cutting. GP2's man lost sight of him.
The lob to Mobley inside. Good ball movement by Cleveland. GP2, 3. And the rebound, TJD.
Warriors are having an impact on the glass now.
Moody time to seam it up.
That's huge.
Moses dropping it in.
Pojemski knocks down a mid-range jumper. You may be able to slip through the cracks when the defense is focused on them. You surprise them with your moves. When you're the main guy, you're not surprising anyone with anything.
Mitchell missing, but Mobley's there to clean it up. Final minute 13 of the first half. Pojemski, nice pass inside. There's Brandon taking 2 defenders and spoon-feeding Post for the dunk. Post turning the corner. Quentin Post to lay it up and in.
He went fake handoff Draymond Green. He just set him up so beautifully there.
Mitchell gonna launch a 3 to end the half. Perfect. Jalen Tyson attacking. The step around and putting it up and in.
There's his game there. He's got all those step throughs, really good footwork, really dangerous in the open court.
Shot clock at 7, and there's Post moving, and Mobley couldn't track him.
Yeah, Mobley just kind of stayed with Buddy Hield a little too long.
Kuminga, nice pump fake. There it is. Get something easy.
The presence of mind to slow himself down. He's always had great footwork in there.
Garland, he is special. He's got a dozen. Mobley's got 10. Quentin Post has 12. The only Warrior double figures. Pat Spencer catch and shoot 3. Got it.
Yeah, he's 39% from there, man. He's one of the Warriors' best three-point shooters.
DeAndre Hunter, nice steal. And Tyson hammering that down.
Told you he's got smooth bounce. His eyes got wide, and he was ready to attack. Just punch one.
Hey, Garland's getting healthy. This hole, he's coming back from the toe injury. This looks like Darius Garland. Minga with the left hand and tipped up and in. Trace getting on the glass. DeAndre Hunter down the lane, flipping it up and in.
He just came to a stop, slowed himself down. I think caught his defender off guard when he went again.
Pat Spencer denied. Trace this time gonna lay it up and in.
Pat Spencer is so smart.
It's a nice block by Craig Porter and a drive by Porter, and he is sent away.
I'll see your block and I'll raise you with this block.
The Dubs scored only 12 points in the first quarter. Moses Moody took the slap on the wrist, laid it up and in, and an opportunity for a three-point play.
You're not calling any plays there.
Guy Santos, corner three. Guy for three.
Look at the closing speed for Trace Jackson Davis.
Tomlin, smart. Bump into the shot blocker and then float it over his head.
They switch off the ball to get Quentin Post back down there.
Donovan Mitchell, three. Mitchell, this is when the Stars want to close that quarter. Little runner. So he hits the three, then he hits the floater, and here comes that Cav push. Pajemski, he's going to go 2 for 1 and hit a three.
Wow, that is massive. That's why they have to play these games out.
Dean Wade bottoming a three. Guy Santos driving, putting it up and in.
It's the right idea, and Quentin Post cleared out of there, so the spacing was right.
Donovan Mitchell for three.
He's just going to react to drives.
Mobley, foot on the line, and bottoms a two.
And two guys got hemmed up with Tyson in there.
How do the Warriors respond here? And who can put the ball in the basket? Buddy Hield with a three at just the right time. So Buddy, Post, and Guy Santos in double figures, and Mitchell right to the rim.
Lethal tornadoes.
Tyson in the middle. I tell you, Jalen Tyson did not play much last year at all. This guy is something else. Donovan Mitchell for three. Every Warrior turnover, their Cavs make them pay. Pat Spencer, a shot on goal, and in the bucket again.
He just rejected the ball screen again, and the big man helping is on the wrong side. Find a way to finish. He did it.
Guy Santos on the step around on Hunter, back out to Spencer, dropped in the three.
That's big time. Guy Santos just making plays, get in there, attack long closeouts. That ball has energy behind it.
Pat Spencer open three again. Cash one more time.
Yo, Pat Spencer.
Can you bring it home? Garland, little floater. They just have firepower and all-stars to go after you. GP2 right to the rim.
Again, pick and roll with Pat Spencer.
Pat cutting without the ball. Tic-tac-toe to GP2.
It's unbelievable.
Tyson and Buddy Hield. He comes up with a stop.
Moved his feet.
Garland sidestep three. Big rebound loose. GP2 batted it. But now Mitchell's got a reload triple, and he got it. Big play there. You got to watch Mitchell here. He had hit that three. He's been the leading scorer. Throwing the lob, knocked away. And it's going to be basket interference. It's going to be goaltending. Garland himself to Mobley to dunk it down. Every Warrior turnover gets shoved down their throat. Pat Spencer in the lane. Pat Spencer to float it up and out and in. It went around the iron and fell. Mitchell for three. Got it. Spider Mitchell making it a single possession game. Brandon flipping it up and in. How did he get it around Mobley?
How about,
what a play!
How about that footwork?
GP2 trailing him. Post is there as well. Mitchell on the baseline to lay it up and out and then guided in by Mobley. GP2 for three. Long and strong. And a rebound Mobley. And you have a collision between GP2 and Garland. Garland made the first. Short! Buddy Hield the rebound. He's got to get it out to a teammate, and he does. Throw ahead Guy Santos. He's got a one-man break. He'll peel out and be fouled. Guy Santos came into the game having shot 6 free throws all season. Missing the free throw. Mitchell tried to save. Pajemski touched it last. They get it to Mitchell for three. Rimming it out. And then Pat Spencer's pulled down.
Yeah,
a foul on Hunter.
He had him boxed out.
Garland 3 off iron. And Mitchell, that may count for window dressing. No, they're waving it off. So the final is 99-94.
The best win of the season right here.